Welcome back, everybody. This is another TTM video, and as we know, TTM stands for Through the Mail. It's kind of remarkable that you send your favorite athlete or celebrity a note along with a card or a photograph, ask them for their autograph, and enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope. They'll usually sign it and mail it back to you. And when they do, that's when you make a YouTube video. We've got 3 returns today. So let's just get right to it. The first one is from the Atlanta metro area. I've seen a lot of returns from this guy recently. He's a very good TTM signer. And he's a 17-year Major League Baseball veteran. That's Mr. Ron Gant. He played outfield for the Braves and Reds and some other teams. Here we have him with the 1990 Donruss with the Braves very early in his career. He had 19 homers the year before and 9 in 1889. Only hit 177. Hey, they stuck the course and stayed with him. So you got to admire the Braves for doing that. But he was a really talented guy. Speed, pretty good arm, decent glove, but he could hit the ball. He could hit the ball a long way. And here he is with the Reds. He was involved in a very bad motorcycle accident. Had to miss a year, I think, and came back. And here he was awarded with Comeback Player of the Year award. He had 29 home runs for the 1995 Reds, as you can see there. But lifetime, he was a 2-time All-Star. Hit 321 homers lifetime. Had over 1,000 ribbies. He was a member of the 30-30 club, where he had 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in back-to-back years, actually, 1990 and 1991. One of the few guys to do that 2 years in a row. But there's no fee for Ron Gant. He's a very good TTMer, always has been. I got that back. He's working for a TV station in Atlanta. I got that back in 17 days, written directly to the station. That's Mr. Ron Gant. I've seen a lot of returns from him recently. He always does a really good job for people. Next one is from Denver, Colorado, another card. Uh-oh. This one's not signed, and hopefully this one is. It is. To Michael, Steve Atwater, number 27. Steve Atwater. He must have a 1-item limit. I'm not sure on that. That's the first time I've written to Mr. Atwater. Glad to get that back, though, even if it is a 1 of 2. He was an NFL safety for 11 years, mostly with the Broncos, from the late 80s to the late 90s, 89 to 99. He's in the Broncos Ring of Fame. Was elected to that in 2005, and he presently works for the Broncos, and that's where I wrote him for this TTM request, was directly to the Broncos Stadium in Denver. He is going to be an NFL Hall of Famer at some point. I have no doubt about that. I think he was on the finalist list, if not this year, then the previous year, and maybe a couple other years as well. So he will be in the Hall of Fame. Have no doubt about that. Looks like he only signs one at a time, and he does inscribe it to the person, which I don't mind at all, but some of you might, so keep that in mind. But there's no fee for Steve Atwater. I got that back in 10 days. Third and final response is a photograph. Let me get my easel and let you guys take a good look at that. It comes from Van Buren, Maine. Does that give you any idea? It doesn't to me, really. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's taped up exactly as I presented it to him. This is a good one. It is Hall of Fame horse jockey Ron Turcotte. Who is that, you say? Well, he was the jockey who rode Secretariat to the Triple Crown horse racing in 1973. And he was the jockey in the movie Secretariat. That's the actor who played him. Actually, this is from a still shot of the movie. And I let him know that so he wouldn't, so he would know that wasn't him. I'm sure he did. But I said, that's okay, go ahead and sign that because this is a beautiful picture. And I got this in a 4x6 and an 8x10. See if that can stand up there with no glare. Ooh, look at that. Look at that signature on there. Just pops on that black. Push that back there. Well, nope. How about that? Ron Turcotte. He's a Hall of Fame jockey. He's like I said, he's most famous for riding Secretary to the Triple Crown in 1973, but he actually won over 3,000 races in his career. And he was elected to the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame in 1979. That's the equivalent of the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame or the Professional Football Hall of Fame. National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame, 1979. A year after he fell at the start of a race in Belmont, and he was rendered paralyzed from that fall. That was in 1978. And then he was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1979. 2 of 2, no fee, and I got that back in 14 days from Hall of Fame jockey Ron Turcotte. Well, that's it, guys. 3 this week from Hall of Fame TTMer Ron Gant, from soon-to-be NFL Football Hall of Fame Steve Atwater, and from Jockey Hall of Fame Ron Turcotte. Guys, that's it for this week. We'll be back soon with another video. Make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified of all my future videos. In the description down below, I'll have my email. So if you have any questions whatsoever, if you need any information, I'll be happy to share it with you. Just pop me an email, or you can comment down below. That would be even easier. I always read all the comments and try to respond to everyone. I really appreciate that. But guys, that's it for today, and we'll be back soon with another video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.